Hello, I'm Hui Lang, and I hope you have a good day. Today we will be analyzing about the Walmart, and presenting will be by myself, Manipat, Kim Chu, Sraimir, Parina, Thidapat, and Vatay. So first thing first, I'm gonna list again of the topic of this presentation, as well as who gonna cover of each topic. Me and Kim Chu will be cover the abstract about the background and also the story they're trying to tell. Sraimi and Manipat will be handle the situation of the challenge, the key issue and also the opportunity stemming. Vattai and Thidapat will be analyzed about the stakeholder, the internal and external, and Parina will bringing you the gap on the communication channel. So, background of Walmart. Walmart was founded in 1962 by Sam Walton in Arkansas, United States, and today it stands as the world's largest retail with the more than 10,000 stores operating across 19 countries. And the company employs over 2 million associates worldwide and make it one of the largest private employers in the world. And with this net income of $19.44 billion, Walmart continues to prove the strength of its business model and it also the global impacts. And I'm going to hand over things to Kim Chu to talk about the story of this company is trying to tell.
Thank you, Hulan. So now let's talking about the story of this company are trying to tell us. So the company is Walmart, and this company are trying to sell everyday product at lower price while convincing customers that it help them save money and live better. And Walmart also want people to believe that it support employee, improve community, and focus on sustainability. And next part will be Srimir talking about the challenges behind the Walmart story.
So, thank you, Kim Chu. I will continue to talk about the challenge to the Walmart story. While the Walmart promote a positive impact that offer the low price, care for communities, and support sustainability. And you mentioned Walmart also well-known slogans, everyday low price, with the affordable product right for the customer. And through my research, I found that Walmart still have faced some challenge to that story. So, first one is about the labor practice and the employment treatment. Walmart has been complained by the employee for offering the low wage and the benefit, strict of the company policy and the regulation make the worker difficult to organize because Walmart focus too much on the lower price, which sometimes it could lead to affect the worker happiness and job security. So the second is impact on the local communities. As we know that Walmart is one of the biggest retail business in the world. So when it opened in a new location, many small business around that will be closed due to Walmart offer low price. So they cannot compete with the Walmart. This can also have an effect on the community due to small business closing. So that make it hard for the local business and economies to grow. Thirdly is about the environmental and sustainability practice. Although Walmart promised that they will be used more environmentally friendly by using the plastic waste and improving cycling to be more sustainable, but the progress has been so slow. And according to my research, Walmart plastic and recycling target found that Walmart still produce with a lot of pollution, like high carbon emission, and work with the unsustainable supplier. Lastly is about the rising price and the financial pressure. Walmart is known as the everyday low price that they can promise and provide their customer with the affordable price. But due to economic challenge like the inflation, tariff, and the supply problem, so it makes it hard to keep the low price on all products. According to Trump, tariff tactics carry higher economic risk than during his first term that make Walmart cannot keep the low price. They could face the challenge with the new tariffs so that they will raise the price on some products that make them cannot keep the everyday low price promise. Now, I will let Manipai to continue talking about the disconnect between the narrative.
Thank you, Sremis. I will analyze the main issues Walmart faces between narratives and the realities. This affects not only customers but also employees. Firstly, Walmart sales provide everyday low prices and help people save money, live better. But in reality, these low prices often rely on keeping employee wages and benefits low, which affect workers' qualities of life. Customers save, but employees may struggle to live better. So Walmart needs to ensure that its promise of a better life applies to everyone, not just customers. Moving on, Walmart also claimed to support communities, but when it enters new area, local small businesses struggle to compete and often close down. For example, in 2006, after the Chicago Walmart opened, 25% of small businesses closed. It caused the income of people to decline and creates poverty. Walmart also mentioned about being better for its people, but many earn low wages and rely on public assistance. Hundreds of workers are protests, especially mothers. And the US government also charged Walmart with firing and disciplining nearly 70 workers for protesting. Employees were also threatened and punished for joining the protests for worker rights. Regarding to sustainability, Walmart is more complicated. So Walmart created a big carbon footprint and it still relies on diesel trucks, deforestation, water waste, and use a huge amount of energies. So for example, the FTC fined Walmart $3 million for greenwashing, and this creates doubts about Walmart's true commitment to sustainability. The gap hurts Walmart reputations as customers and stakeholders may see its slogan as marketing instead of the truth. So meanwhile, this gap is also an opportunity for Walmart to improve by paying fair wages and offering better support for employees, partner with local communities and small businesses, and put efforts to reduce waste and work with sustainable suppliers, and also being honest with customers. So if Walmart acts on this step, it can close the gap between its stories and realities and earn trust from employees, customers, and communities. So now, Butter into Topic will take over and explain the key stakeholders of Walmart.
As Beck mentioned, public interest has become increasingly embedded in business decisions, which means it is crucial for decision makers to understand who is impacted by the decisions they make and who can impact the decision. The three key stakeholders that are impacted and can impact the key issues my team has identified so far are employees, customers, and the community. Let's take a look at the first stakeholder group, which is employees. They are one of Walmart's most important internal stakeholders because their work and well-being directly affect operations, customer experience, and reputation. Compared to customers and communities, employees have a more immediate impact on store performance and satisfaction. Their founder, Sam Walton, said it himself, "Our people make the difference." Walmart's slogan, "Save Money, Live Better," promises a better life for everyone, but not for many employees. A report from the Economic Policy Institute found that Walmart's low-wage model forces many workers to rely on public assistance, meaning taxpayers cover the gap. The problem isn't just low pay. A 2013 report from the House Committee on Education and the Workforce also shows problems like unpredictable scheduling and limited full-time jobs, making it even harder for workers to stay financially stable. So, Walmart should communicate with employees through meetings, emails, and surveys, provide clear information on policies and benefits, and act on their feedback to make them feel valued and supported. Customers are another key stakeholder for Walmart. The Institute for Local Self-Reliance argues that Walmart's sustainability campaign is more about improving its image than truly helping the environment. Compared to other stakeholders, customers have an immediate and direct impact on the company's financial performance through their purchasing decisions. If you look into this graph, the revenue increased mainly because of the customers. So, if they lose interest in Walmart's claims and see the company's slogans as greenwashing, they can easily shift their spending to competitors, which would immediately affect Walmart's profit and future. Walmart should communicate with transparency and authenticity by using clear and verifiable data, providing third-party certifications on products, and engaging in open dialogue to show that its actions align with its promises. Next, Tidapik will continue with the last stakeholder.
Thank you so much, Batai. Now I will address the last key stakeholder. So the last key stakeholder is the local community, which we identify as an external stakeholder. As you can see this picture, the questions might ask, what happened to small business when Walmart moved in, and is it hurt the local community business? As an external stakeholder, the community is affected by Walmart presence through economic, social, and environmental impacts. Compared to employee and customer, the local community experience more direct and long-term effect from Walmart operations. So when Walmart come into towns because of its slogan "Everyday Low Price," it's caused many American small local business to shut down. This brought a reduction in local job opportunity and weakened the community economy. A 2012 analysis conducted by Puget Sound Sage, a nonprofit public policy organizations that look at regional economic issues, found that each new Walmart store decreased a local community economic output over 20 years by an estimated $13 million. This shows that when Walmart enters a new area, it often attracts shoppers away from small locally owned stores, which can reduce the circulations of money within the community and limits local entrepreneurships. And additionally, increased traffic waste and environment strain are common concerns raised by residents near new Walmart store. As Walmart mentions, Walmart promotes sustainability in local community through environmental stewardship, social responsibility, and economic support. However, Greens Americans argue that Walmart's pro-harm air and water quality, reuse wildlife habitat, and add infrastructure costs. So this is because the local community is an dependent stakeholder. They lack power but have urgency and legitimacy, which means Walmart has to act responsibly but does not have direct power over the company decision. Therefore, Walmart should communicate with the local community through public meeting, community program, and partnership with organization, and also they have to listen to resident concern and demonstrate commitment to supporting local development and sustainability. This approach can help Walmart build trust and mitigate the negative consequences of its expansions. So this is the end of my part, and now I will hand over to Fina, who will talk about the bridging gap.
Now, I will be focusing toward the communication objective that will bridge the gap between Walmart and the divergence. The first one, when it comes to employee and community, Walmart should be focusing toward communicating and program forecast about the employee recognitions of their contributions, the training, and their proper wages. And when it comes to community, Walmart can be more supportive by doing the partnership with a small and local business in that area. And second, when it comes to sustainability, Walmart can promote it to a zero waste to landfill. In this case, they can focus toward the minimizing the waste and even do the waste management. And they can also consider donate the food to those who really need it instead of throwing it away. Moreover, they should be also focusing toward reuse, reduce, and recycling the organic material. Third, when it comes to accountability, Walmart can be show this through communicate openly and honestly toward their challenges and their success. In this case, they should be willing to acknowledge the criticisms that happen along the way, and they also should be willing to show the committed to the improvement for their future of their company. So, although Walmart trying to tell a story of save money and live better by selling its product in a really low price, support community and even the environment, but this in reality it still comes with a lot of challenges. While many employees still get a really low wages and small business in a local area close down when every time Walmart expands, and Walmart even do the greenwashing toward the environment. So in this case, we can fulfill the gap between the story they tell and what they actually implement by Walmart willing to take the criticisms and acknowledgement of their own mistake. In this case, they must do a program of recognize the employee contributions while offer them the training and proper wages, and they should be also start taking the sustainability more seriously. In this case, they should be focusing toward the waste management, the food donations, and even the use of electric vehicle rather than the gas. And last, they should be willing to be committed to any improvements and willing to change from the criticism that they have. And here is the reference list where we got our information from. This is all from our presentation. Thank you so much for listening.